What's up guys, we're back on 2K22 and today I'm going to show you how to make a Klay Thompson build considering he's coming back from injury. So for your position you want to go with shooting guard, right hand, jersey number, that doesn't really matter, right? We're going to get straight into it here. So for the pie chart, go down here and you're going to want to pick the one, I might have just passed it, not this one. So in previous years we would have picked this one, we don't want that this year though. What we want is this one which has got more green and a little bit of red. Because that's going to give us Hall of Fame shooting, which Klay Thompson has, right? And it's going to give us gold defending as well. So here, I like to go with the pure speed pie chart because this is a guard build. So I'm going to chuck that one on. And then when it comes to attributes here, going to max out our midi and our 3. And then I like to max out post fade, pretty much just max out all of this. Drop a little bit off post fade, there you go, and you're going to get 26 there. Then I like to put up the playmaking here as well until you get to 11. There you go, 35 post control there and max out the other two. Now for your defense, come over here, max out your lat and your perimeter defense and your steal. Then put some on defensive rebound. And now for a guard build, offensive rebound, block and interior defense all will give you the same amount of badge points. So I'm going to chuck mine on block and interior defense. And then from here, you could just chuck a few more like on your driving lap, for instance. But if you want more defensive badges or you want more playmaking badges, for instance, you can go over here. There you go. You can get 13 there. Personally, though, I don't think you need 13, especially when this build's going to be doing a lot of primarily shooting. So if you want that extra defensive badge, I'd probably go with that. And there you go. Then you've got 12 as well there, playmaking. Now, if you're not going to slash in at all, maybe you don't want to lay up, or you don't want to dunk, so you could always chuck on dunk as well. I know some people like to do that. But if you don't want a layup or a dunk, you could always chuck it in here, get a bit extra playmaking, and then chuck the last bit on here, and there you go. And the last bit I just like to chuck on close shot usually, because if you want to be a true shooter, that's how you can do that. But personally, I know Klay Thompson can dunk in real life, but we're going to have to make some sacrifices with having this 2K build. So it is up to you, right? But you could chuck it on driving dunk if you want, and it'd be a pretty accurate dunk for Klay Thompson as well. But you're going to struggle with those layups. Or you can also chuck it on close shot if you want. I mean, there's a bit of flexibility with this sort of a build. This is what I like to go with here, and this is the badge spread. So you get 1 finishing, 26 shooting, which is more than enough, 12 playmaking, and 21 defense. For the body shape, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really have an impact. I just like to go with defined on all my builds this year. Now, Klay Thompson is 6'6", but you're going to lose a lot of stats there if you go to 6'6", and there's no point going to 6'4" either. So I like to just keep it at 6'5" here, and then I like to lower down the weight and then find that sweet spot here at 178. And of course, you are going to lose a little bit on interior defense. Now, if you wanted a higher vert, you could always pick the vert pie chart. But I find this the best. You get really good speed. You're going to get 98 speed and 1 less acceleration when you get to 99 there. So 97 acceleration. It's going to be like, this is going to be a really nice build, really versatile. You're going to be able to crash the boards as well really nicely with that 70 vertical and the good rebounding there. And then for the wingspan, I like to shorten it. Now, this will impact your defense a little bit. And if you like, Klay Thompson's rating in 2K, his shooting is about a 95, I think. So if you wanted to replicate that, you might want to go like here for the wingspan, or just a little, like you might want to keep it as it is. Personally though, I just went with maximized shooting because the defense on this build is still going to be insanely good. You're going to get a little bit more ball handle in the end, so then you can create off the dribble as well, which I know isn't really Klay Thompson. But hey, it's good to have a little bit of versatility in your build. And the defense is still going to hold up, especially considering you have all those badges. I like to go with spot up shooter here. That's pretty much Klay Thompson. And there you go. We got Klay Thompson as the second name. It's going to be a 2-way sharpshooter. Shades of Allen Houston, Klay Thompson, and Gary Trent Jr. Now, I'm going to give some suggestions on the badges. Really, it's up to you when it comes down to the badges. But personally, I like to just give a few suggestions. Now, you don't have a lot here to work with, so I like to put on bronze slithery. That's what I find the best this year. especially for like pretty much any build that's going to slash in unless you're doing like post moves and stuff. Now for our shooting badges, Hall of Fame sniper is what you're going to want to go with, and Hall of Fame catch and shoot if you want to play true to who Klay Thompson is. Hot zone hunter, Hall of Fame when you get those hot zones. I like to chuck on Hall of Fame corner specialist too if you're going to be like dotting up in the corner a lot. If you're not, you can take that off. That's up to you. I also think Hall of Fame Deadeye and like blinders are really good. I don't know about blinders though because you're not really creating a lot off the dribble, but Deadeye people are going to be closing out on you, so that's going to be really handy there, right? I like to put on bronze green machine a lot of the time. And now I've heard things here because you've got a bit of freedom, a bit of liberty here. You could always go with something like set shooter or, where was I? Limitless spotter or volume shooter. They're all good options as well. If you want to do some fades, it's fade ace, right? But I've heard good things about slippery off ball. There's a few videos explaining how it works. And this is really like how Klay Thompson operates. So especially if you like to do off ball movement and navigate around screens and stuff, that's going to be really handy, really useful. I think for the last badge, I'd probably just go with like, probably volume shooter, right? I mean, you could chuck it and have silver green machine if you wanted. Or what I'd do is I'd have silver corner specialist, take off green machine, and chuck on another badge on Hall of Fame. It's like whatever you want on there. You know, maybe limitless spot up. There you go. And that's pretty deadly. Or then you could even go like that. That's probably Klay Thompson, I'd say, in a nutshell. Slippery off ball is a really good badge though. I'm not going to go over all the details of it, but it really plays like Klay Thompson, and if you want to maximize the most and play like him, having that badge, you probably could go down to bronze. It's like, but it's going to make a massive difference having it on Hall of Fame. That's my suggestions anyway. It's up to you when it comes to it. So now I'm going to show you for playmaking. I like to go with Bullet Passer. It's such a good badge this year. Everyone seems to get stripped, so you can go with Unpluckable if you want. Quick first step and glue hands. Now I like to chuck glue hands on silver and then put bailout on bronze, but I've also seen that Unpluckable on silver works really well. So things like that will be really, really nice for you. Going on to our defense now, you want gold clamps and gold intimidator over here. And then you have a bit of freedom and liberty. I like to put on like bronze or silver off-ball pest. Menace is also another really good option. Bronze chase down artist is like what you should have on every build this year. Don't worry about ankle braces, it doesn't really do much. Things like interceptor or menace, they're going to help you out a lot. Pick dodger and pickpocket. And then like you could chuck on a little bit of rebound chaser and rim protector if you want, because you are a shooting guard. And as well, if you're going for these interceptor steals and you want to play it like a true guard, see, if you were like, I'd chuck on rebound chaser, rim protector, and like maybe some brick wall or post lockdown if I was going to be a more versatile defending bigs and stuff as well, or taking this to the ones court, which you could do, you know, with the ball handle there. But I'd probably chuck the last bit on gold hustler, because whenever you get steals, hustler really helps you out. So they're the defensive badges I'd go with. If you want to test this out, Klay Thompson's jump shot is in the testing thing. Where was it now? I've seen it in here before. I've probably gone over it. Well, anyway, maybe I've gone past it, but it's definitely in there. There it is there. So there you go. Then you can test it with any team you want. You can test it with the Warriors there. See, it fits in perfectly, slots in perfectly. So yeah, that's the Klay Thompson build right there. Let's go back down to it just to show you one more time. It's a two-way sharpshooter. Looks like this. There you go. Well, anyway, I hope that helps you guys out. And if you did, leave a like and subscribe. That helped me out a ton. But anyway, that's it for the video. See you later.